so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. This is Joy, and I appreciate you being here. To all the new subscribers to this community, we welcome you and we thank you for being part of our family. It's our hope here that you grow in love and in peace as you continue to journey towards your prepared places. Welcome back to all the returning subscribers. Family, I appreciate you all so very much. I am so thankful for you. Today, I wanted to take a moment and talk about that black eye that the narcissists have. You know, how their eyes can suddenly just change colors. If you've been in a relationship of any kind with a narcissist, then it's probably something that you have experienced. And whether you know it or not, you may have experienced this even at the beginning of the relationship. A lot of the times we definitely do witness it when they are experiencing a narcissistic injury right before the point of rage. But this is a clear indicator that there is something more going on here. They say that eyes are a window to a person's soul, and I truly believe this. You're able to make eye contact with a person and be able to get a sense of who they are. Like, are they a compassionate person, caring person? You kind of get a glimpse into their soul. And the narcissist is not excused in this area. The only thing about it is their eyes reveal the depths of how evil they are. But it's not even that they themselves, the people, are evil, but it is a clear indicator that there is something more going on, something sinister that is taking place within them that is after their targets. It's really chilling, and it's something that you can never forget. Once you've seen it, this is truly one of those instances where you can say that you just cannot, no matter what, you cannot unsee it. You can't think it away. You can't dream it away. You can't drink it away. You can't do anything to forget what that narcissistic black eye looks like. You just can't. You know, it's that look that shakes you to the core because their eyes literally turn pitch black. Now, if you've ever looked at pictures, or if you've ever, I know some people have some really interesting stories of encounters that they may have had with the spiritual world. And if you're somebody who has been able to witness this for yourself, then you'll be able to identify that that is exactly how a demonic stare is. That is just what it is. And so it's a clear indicator. And, you know, at the beginning of the relationship, a lot of times you just never witness this, or you don't pay it attention because, you know, sometimes our own mind and the cognitive dissonance that we may be experiencing tells us that, you know, this person, you know, we find a way to explain it away, or we may not really catch it. The narcissist is so skilled in what they do that they will not release the rage that is behind that stare. And so, you know, they cover it up with feelings of, you know, with expressions of kindness, of caring, because they're not fully ready. You are not fully indoctrinated. And so that's why, like in the beginning stages, if you are able to, or, you know, in the idealization phase of the relationship, you may not experience the full brunt of what is happening. But make no mistakes, it is an announcement to you that there is more going on. And, you know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, it takes an actual awakening for you to realize that this person is pure evil, or that pure evil is at work within them, you know, because they themselves are hostages, but they are in agreement with it and they're just there, you know. And it's just crazy, you know, because I've been thinking about this today, and how the eyes are able to glaze over and become so cold. But not only that, sometimes their faces contort and their faces twitch, or, you know, it's just incredible. Like, have any of you experienced this, and what were your feelings? Because sometimes literally the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, or you just get chills. But this is associated with evil. You know, you just cannot shake these experiences off. But it's almost like the evil. Okay, so like when a narcissist has been issued an injury so severe to them that it cuts them to their core, essentially what it's done is it's provoked the entities that are at work within them, and they are summoned by the anger, they're summoned by the rage, they're summoned by those deep-seated feelings of shame and of guilt and of just pathological rage and envy. They have to rise up. But when they rise up, they come through the eyes, and you now have the opportunity to see what exactly is on the inside of this person. And it may just be for a moment, a quick moment in time, or a short moment in time, and you see it. And it's almost like time stands still, because while it may just be a short period of time, it can actually feel like eternity, because of how, if you're able to lock stares or lock eyes with this person, it just seems like, whoa, because in your mind, thoughts are going through your mind. But at the same time, it's weird, because at least I'm sharing my experience now, because in that moment, it was almost like everything that he felt about me, all the hate, the anger, the rage, the desire to see me fail, the desire to see me fall, the total wickedness that was in there came through the eyes. And when I say came through the eyes, it wasn't that it was just in the stare, but it was the feeling, the overwhelming feeling of evil, of ill intent towards me, towards my failure and my demise, and actually taking me down to put a lid on everything that I am or that I ever would be, is what I sensed in that moment. And I was so fearful. Honestly, I was just so fearful, for my very life. Not that he was doing anything, but he was just standing in front of me and looking at me. But, it was like just his pores were literally seething nothing but evil and pure wickedness. This is what the narcissistic or the black eyes really signify. It's letting you know. And it's those, it's again, like I said, it's the wickedness that dwells within them that is now making an announcement to you that I'm after you, that this is not over. And a lot of times you find that the narcissist will eventually fly into a rage shortly thereafter, if not instantly. But if you look back into your own story, and if you're able to, remember, well, what kind of rage was that? Because it's never their usual rage that they may fly into. This one is always going to be more severe. And it's because now you actually offend it's a direct offense towards the demons that are inside of them, because they had to be summoned to answer that call. They had to be summoned to answer what you did, to come and rectify, or to come and punish you, to come and deal with you. And so it's like you woke a sleeping giant, and so the battle changes. I wanted to talk about this, and see how you feel about it, or what your experience with this was. But I also want to reinforce the fact to you that this really is an announcement from the enemy's camp, that you have violated them, that you have crossed an unauthorized part of this imaginary boundary that they have, that nobody's allowed to cross. But and we have to respect, or they think that we need to respect their boundaries while never respecting anyone else's boundaries. No, it doesn't work like that. When the enemy comes into your camp, please know that it is an attack. It's an assault on you, on your family, and the things that you love and you care about. When the narcissist is in your life at whatever capacity, whether it's a professional relationship, an intimate relationship, friendships, family, consider that really an attack on you, but everything that is attached to you. And it's your responsibility to respond and to fight back. But when I tell you to fight back, be smart about how you fight back. I want to remind you that the weapons of your warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. You are powerful. You're not in this battle alone. You're not in this battle alone, and you have to fight smart. Remember, this is something that you fight in your mind. You use your mind to overcome. We cannot fight this from an emotional standpoint. And when I say fight, I'm talking about reclaiming your identity, because every time the narcissist looks into your soul, or it siphons your soul, right? It's to take your finer qualities. Like, listen, the narcissist is attracted to your strength. Abusers are always attracted to the strength of their targets. And so it's no mistake that you were targeted. It's the light in you, and we know this. But fight smart. They are drawn to your strength. And if you would only see the strength that is on the inside of you, because let me tell you what, that's why when you issue that narcissistic injury that causes that black eye to rise up and those entities within to have to respond, it's because even though you may not feel it at the time, even though you may be completely blind to it, in those moments, that evil is required because the light in you is shining. It's shining, and so it's there to intimidate you. But I'm here to declare over your life right now that you will no longer be intimidated by demonic influences. You will tap into the fullness and the power of who you are and who you belong to. Again, the weapons of your warfare are not carnal. They are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. It's your response that the enemy comes to snatch, comes to siphon in those moments. Remember, in each and every instance, in each and every exchange, they are there to siphon souls. But when you experience that black eye, right? Or I'm not even sure what to call it here. The black eyes, right? When you experience the black eyes, a lot of the times targets freeze because it's so alarming. And, with the environment or the chaos that has been created by the narcissist that leads to that moment, it frightens victims. So, your eyes may give off a look of being terrified. And so that is what feeds them. They are actually coming to enjoy a meal. Yes, I said it. That's right. They are coming to enjoy a meal. They have to get your reactions. They have to take your emotions and how your body responds, because that gives them victory. That makes them feel stronger. It feeds them. They become bigger and bolder to do more. And so, when they fly into the rage afterwards, or they take a moment to actually plot what they're going to do to you, they're actually relishing in the fact that they're going to slowly devour you like a fine meal. It's evil. It's demonic. There is no other way that I can explain it. There is no other way that, I care to look at it, honestly, if I can just be real with you. But it really speaks about what dwells within them, what is taking place. And it's all strategically done to elicit a response or a reaction in you. Remember, there's so much conversation, or we talk about reactive abuse, should I say, and this is part of it. But this is now trying to get a reaction from your soul so that the narcissist or these demons within the narcissist can continue to siphon you just in a different way, or siphon your soul in a different manner, to feed them, to actually feed them like this is a meal and they get to eat and enjoy it. Why else do they salivate? Why else do they look satisfied? A look of glee, like they had a great porter steak, because it's a meal. So I'm looking forward to hearing what your comments are about this. I really just did want to have a conversation about this, because that's the only way I can explain this, or the only way it makes sense to me. So I'm enjoying getting to know you all through the comments and through our interactions together. Until the next video, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.